Hey, welcome to part 3 of Planning Your Best Life series with goal setting and goal getting. All right, y'all. So we already talked about literally jotting down everything that you want to accomplish for the year. We're focusing on 2022 because 2022 is fastly approaching. We also, step 2, we showed you what to do with the vision board, how to take what you mapped out here, find the pictures, whether it's in a magazine, newspaper, or online, pictures and words that coincide with everything that you mapped out for the year. So this is the third step on strategizing to make your dream life convert into your real life, right? So I'm going to give you all a few little examples, and you all get to develop the strategy for every area. And like literally, you have to focus on every area and every goal that you are desiring to accomplish and make manifest for the year, right? So I'm going to use, for example, I'm going to talk about trips a lot because I love taking trips. All right, y'all. So as you can see, I told you all the trips that I want to take for the year. I already have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planned out, right? I said 4 earlier, but I forgot we have 2 different trips this particular month. And then I have the options below of where it is that I want to go, right? So in doing the action part for it, or the strategizing part for it, right, I literally have to determine where I want to go when, right? So if I look at this and I'm like, okay, Colorado for February, Dubai or Paris for my birthday month, this is going to be this, right? So I just have to make a decision. It's as easy as simply making a decision. And that's the wrong month. So this is a month that I'll be traveling twice as well. And just plug in everything, right? So it's literally making a decision. I've already planned out the states and countries that I want to visit. I just have to plug it in to say, this month I'm going to do this month I'm going to do this, X, Y, Z, whatever, right? So then all of my trips will be planned out. I already have all of the books that I want to read for the year. I already have all 12 of them mapped out. So simply saying, well, for the month of January, I know I want to start off with reading Profit first. For the month of February, I want to do this. So I literally have to go back and map out what do I want to read in what particular month I want to do, right? One of my goals, naturally, like I discussed earlier, and I'll say weight loss, right? So I have to go back and be very strategic in saying, how much weight do I want to lose, right? And by when, right? How much weight do I want to lose, and then by when? So I may say, let's say if I say I want to lose 50 pounds for the year, right? 50 pounds, and I want to lose that by December 31st. Well, we know that each year has 52 weeks in it, right? So that will require for at least 50 of those weeks, I actually lose 1 pound a week, right? We taking out Thanksgiving and Christmas week because we know we're going to eat those 2 weeks, right? So let me not fool myself or nobody else. I'm going to eat Christmas week. I'm going to eat for Christmas and I'm going to eat for Thanksgiving, right? So let's say 50 pounds. That gives me 2 weeks to play with, right? I know if I lose a pound each week and hopefully don't do too much damage for Thanksgiving and Christmas, I will have reached my goal of losing 50 pounds by the end of the week, right? By the end of the year. Okay, so then what do I need to do to lose those 50 pounds? And then I may say exercise, not I may say because that's important, meal planning, right? What type of exercise am I going to do? Am I going to do cardio? Am I going to do weights? Whatever it is, right? How often am I working out per week, right? 3 times, 4 times, 5 times a week, whatever, right? I have to literally make a decision, give a whole breakdown, right? Exercise, what type of exercise? How often am I going to exercise per week? And then I need to implement a plan for this, right? So if I say I'm going to work out 4 days a week, I'll say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, right? So I have to decide what days am I going to exercise on, right? So let's just say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, right? I'm going to choose 4 days a week. What time am I going to work out, right? Try to keep a consistent schedule. I'm going to work out at 5 a.m. every day. I'll do 2 days of cardio, 2 days of weight training, right? And then 10,000 steps per day. You have to be just that concise, right, in your planning, so that you are able to accomplish that goal. As soon as you start deviating from the plan or just randomly doing stuff, it doesn't etch in your mind, right? Or at least it doesn't etch in my mind. I'm a creature of habit. So if I know in my mind, I already have set to exercise Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, whatever, right? Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 5 a.m., the repetition of it is going to help me to remember it and stay consistent with it. If I'm sporadic and all over the place and not consistent, then I'm not going to retain it, right? So I create a consistent routine so that I can get it etched in my mind so that I can do it, right? And I'm going to encourage you to do the same thing. So figuring it out and breaking it down to the lowest compound so that you are consistent with it and successful in accomplishing that particular goal, right? Meal plan. What does your meal plan look like, right? Is it low carb? Are you doing keto? Are you doing no carb? Are you doing, what are you doing, right? What meal plan are you following? Are you doing pescatarian? What does it look like, right? So deciding what your meal options are going to be, and then you actually have to meal prep, right? So what days are you going to be meal prepping on, right? How many days are you going to prepare food for when you do meal prepping? What is it going to consist of? Do you have to do a menu every Monday or every Sunday, whatever it is? Or are you buying meal prep meals from someone else, right? So making all of those decisions will help you to stick to this particular routine, whatever it may be, right? So that will be how I would break down everything in that particular area with losing weight, the exercise, the meal planning part, right? Because all of that rolled into one will help you to accomplish that weight loss goal. More self-care, right? So I have another alternative. Well, self-care. I already have a consistent self-care routine, but I want to add some things to it, right? So I have a consistent self-care morning routine, which consists of meditation, prayer, and affirmations, right? So I want to add journaling to it, right? So I have to say, okay, because I have already a pretty jam-packed schedule every morning from 4 a.m. to 5:30, which is, like I said, I use that time to pray, start off with praying, meditating, affirmations, and then exercising from 5 to 5:30. I got to get more consistent with the exercise. But when am I going to have time to journal, right? So I just have to kind of figure that out and either determine if I'm going to incorporate that in my morning routine. I may have to alternate and say, okay, well, one day a week I'm a journal as opposed to doing the affirmation, and then do the affirmation, a shorter affirmation later in the day, something to that effect, right? So at this point now, I know what it is that I want to do. I just have to map it out just to make sure that I am doing all the things that I want to accomplish in the area of my mental health, right? And that's the same things that you're going to have to do. Sit down and figure out, what do I want to do? When do I want to do it? What are the necessary action steps to accomplish that particular goal, right? If I wanted to purchase a home, right, the first step I would do is look at my credit score, because that's the deciding factor whether or not you're going to get a home now or you're going to have to wait till next year. You already know if your credit score is 400, you might want to put that on your 2023 goals, okay? But if you're looking pretty good and you just have to elevate some points and it's doable for this year, and you want to accomplish it, then hey, let's go for it, right? Even if you're ever 400, I'm just joking with you, all right? Because all things are possible through Christ. The very first step is you want to look at your credit score, right? And determine what your credit score actually is, and then what it needs to be in order to purchase the home of your dreams, right? Once you make that determination, right, and then you can determine, hey, if it's not high enough, maybe I need to work with a credit restoration company, connect with a company that can help me to increase my credit score, and then find out, like, how long is it going to take to get you from where you currently are to where you need to be to qualify for a home loan, right? You also know that you have to have a deposit to get a home loan, right? So just looking at, like, okay, how much home can I afford, or am I eligible for? What is the deposit going to look like, right? Then you have to make the determination if you can raise that deposit from what you're currently doing, whether or not you're a full-time business owner, full-time employee, or full-time employee with a side business, whatever it is, right? Once you determine what that deposit amount is going to look like, then you're going to need to take the next actual action step to determine, is that something that I can squeeze out of my current budget now? If I eliminated some spending or whatever, can I afford it now? If not, what do I need to do to be able to have the deposit amount that I'm going to need to purchase this home, right? Do I need to get a second job? Do I need to get a part-time job? Do I need to start another stream of revenue in my business and allocate it just to that, right? So those are some of the steps that you're going to have to figure out once you determine what it is that you want to do. Determine what action steps are necessary to accomplish those particular goals. Trust me, they're doable and they're attainable. For bigger goals, you have to break those goals down into small bite-sized pieces, is what I always tell people. So when I tell my clients, I'm like, look, envision it as a pie. Your big goal is a pie, right? You would never sit down and try to eat the whole pie at one time. We just got past Christmas. I didn't sit down to a whole sweet potato pie and just grab a fork, and I don't know nobody that did, right? You literally break that down into pieces, right? So you cut slices and you eat slice by slice by slice, right? That's the same way you do with big goals, right? You break it down into bite-sized pieces. You take this slice, you handle that until it's completed or accomplished. Then you move to the next phase. Then you move to the next phase until the whole pie is eaten or the whole goal is accomplished, right? And that's how you want to approach that. So I recommend that you take this step. Go look at your vision board, look at the notes that you already had, and let's figure out what are the action steps needed for each and every goal that's on your vision board, right? What are the action steps that's needed to take place in order to accomplish this particular goal? Write out all of those goals, right? And then the last phase, which is step 4, we're going to show you how to map it out to take the actions to strategize it in your Manifesting Amazing-ish planner. Go get a 12-month planner. All right, y'all. So until next time, we will see you all soon. Go in there and strategize so we can get this 2022 off and pop into a very great start. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Talk to you soon.